Salem Tostar. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Singer Dad Reacts. My name is Josh. Sorry I've been away for a while. I have had a lot going on with my new job and family activities and different events, and I relocated my studio into a different room of the house, and so getting that all set up. So thank you all for your patience. I thought since I've been away for a while, what should I come back with? And I thought, what better to come back with than Dimash? He's been such an important, part of my channel, and I'm friends with so many of you dears out there, and just really love Dimash a lot. I have by far more reactions to Dimash's performances than any other artist on my channel. I think this one here will make it like 34 reactions, I think. So I thought I want to do this Story of One Sky. There's a lot of buzz around it. I did some research, as I do with my videos, and I watched an interview that he did recently within like the last week, I think, on YouTube for Hungama. And the interviewer there, this was in India, was asking him about his experiences there and his career. And I love being reminded of how grounded he is and how humble and just a down-to-earth person and grateful in the way that he approaches life. He talked about how a lot of people, when they get famous, it's all about the greed and wanting to be popular, and they lose sight of where they came from and their family and God and believing that higher power and all of that. So I really was impressed with that, that he talked about that. And every time the interviewer would ask him questions that were designed to kind of have him, talk about how great he was talking about, like she mentioned his vocal range and said, "Oh, you're known for your vocal range. It's incredible," and all this. And he said, "The vocal range is a bonus." He said, "What's most important is you sing from the heart, and you really feel the song and bring something to it and inspire others with it." So that was really cool that he's still focused on that, and it didn't surprise me at all from what I've seen of his performances and his interviews. That's just the way he is. So with that, I don't want to make this too long. It's already a long song, a music video. So for those of you that are new to my channel, this is what I do. I talk about the lyrics, and then I dive right into the reaction. And this is part of why I put chapters in my YouTube videos that allow you to skip ahead. So if you're one of those people that doesn't really care to watch this part of my reaction where I talk about the lyrics, feel free to skip ahead now directly to the reaction. So these are lyrics I found on Lyric Translate, which a lot of you have recommended. This is really cool, actually, that this is a song that he's been working on since he was 25, he said in the interview. So he's been working on it for 3 years. So, and I was surprised that Igor was not one of the people involved with helping to write this. So this was his own creation. So lyrics I have here are, "Can't believe what's happening at all. Piper's crazy, we're bound to fall. We are the reason, we are causing all that pain. To the sacred womb that gave us life, billions of hearts, billions of cells and souls and dreams, billions of lives shouldn't ever turn to senseless horror. So tears and blood won't follow death. They should flow with tears of life. With blood of birth, they flow. Last chance is here. Can we balance on the edge of a fiery grave? Our future, is it possible to save? So when our crazy," I think Piper must be people. You guys can let me know, and I'm sure I'll discover that through the song, but that would make more sense, I think. But maybe Piper, there's some significance there. So when our crazy people are failing, so when our crazy people are failing, we decide to stop the trailing. We decide to follow the light. We are making a final turn to the right. We are choosing life. Learn to share again. Learn to share again the love. Learn to live again. We have passed the moment of imagine. World is the feast. Do we have to starve? Time is up. It's time to save the earth. Here is our last chance. Can we balance on the edge of a fiery grave? Our future, is it possible to save? So it repeats itself there. Yeah, so it looks like it repeats the chorus. We're making our final turn from wrong to right. Just our final turn from wrong to right. We are choosing life. And then the chorus repeats. Here is the last chance. Pipers lead us to the slaughter long enough. Staring down from the bluff, we are here. Time to wake. It's not a moment left to lose. Night is falling. Fate is tightening the noose. So when our leader is failing, we decide to stop the trailing. We are making our final turn to the right. We are choosing life. Yeah, he talked about his thought process in writing this song, and about how there's just so much war in the world, and violence, and people just killing each other, and all this senseless violence, and how we need to choose peace, and get along, and find our common ground that we have with each other, and build the family and all that. So this is kind of along those same lines. We are choosing life. So it's all kind of this like right and wrong, life and death kind of viewpoint, which ties right in with this kind of anti-war sentiment that, from what I've read, is kind of prevalent in the song. Our future, is it possible to save? Here's our last chance. It's time to save the earth. And I think that's really cool that he's trying to send this message out globally, to all the different countries of the earth and people from all lands, to kind of say, let's come together, let's have peace. I agree with that message. I think that, if we all approach things with an attitude of kindness and gratitude, and camaraderie and friendship, the world will be a different place. So excited to see this music video. It's supposed to just be amazing. So let's jump right in here. For those of you that are new or haven't already, if you could please, real quick, click on the subscribe, click on the notifications bell to be notified of my new reactions. I will be putting more out there. I'm getting back on track now. Also, I want to mention to you that I've actually created a new channel called Movie Dad Reacts. So I'm a huge movie nerd, movie buff. I love watching movies and streaming series and things like that. And so I'm posting my first video to this new channel. So if any of you are into that and you enjoy my reactions, head on over to my other channel, Movie Dad Reacts, and I'd love to see you there. Thank you. Wow, what's this? Someone was drowning or something. Oh, it's a little boy. Requiem, that's right, they call this a requiem. So tragic. Oh. Glad you're okay, buddy. sky. I'm going to pause it real quick here. Sorry, I'm going to try not to pause it a ton because it's this long, but as you may be aware, YouTube tends to block a lot of Dimash's content. And so I want to be able to post this and not have it blocked and not have to, blur out the screen so you guys can be able to experience it. So, real quick, when I was a kid, when I was young, I was swimming outdoors in a lake. It was a man-made lake. And there was a young boy similar to this boy's in age, and he drowned. And they pulled him from the lake, and they were trying to resuscitate him. And I'll never forget that. Watching that little boy, he never responded. He died, and so it's tragic to see a child like that, something like that happen. Very glad that this one lived. So Lilia Vinogradova actually did the lyrics. Okay. It's like his little treasure chest. Piper must be the character. Just the way he starts off a lot of his songs, right? He'll start out just with this, aspirate, real breathy tone. If, as a classical singer, I can tell you that to sing with power and tone behind the voice, but yet to have it be that quiet and breathy is very difficult. It takes a lot of breath control and support to bring it through like that. So that's one thing that's always really impressed me with Dimash, among many other things, is his breath control and his ability to control the texture of the sound and the breathiness or the power or the texture of the sound. He's a master at it. As I usually do, I try to go back a little bit when I pause. Like how he speaks the dreams right here. You can hear the emotion in his voice. It's haunting.
As a ruler, my task is to keep order and protect my country. But I don't deprive you of your freedom. The world is open for me, and I want to give it to you.
You must
Yeah, war is so tragic. Um, more powerful movies I've seen that shows just how tragic war is and the sacrificing and laying down of lives is Saving Private Ryan. And I'll never forget that moment at the end where majority of the squad that went to save Private Ryan, the captain I think is dying, Tom Hanks' character, and he whispers in Private Ryan's ear, "Earn it." Um, so yeah, the thing that he's right about is it's what's it for? What's the war really for? Yeah, this is a powerful video. This is done too. I mean, the quality is amazing as far as the action and the actual story that they're showing through the music videos. Really,
Ready to start a new life. Anyone who resists will not find a place next to us. War is the way to unite people.
he's the one. Oh, wow. I haven't talked much about the vocals, but it's effortless for him. He's just amazing. He can just sing with such power and control, and his pitch is always like right on. And he talked in his interview. He talked in his interview about how he's trying to create this, new style of music, with classical mixed with pop, mixed with, folk and these other aspects, right? And that's the thing. He can traverse, between those different styles very easily, and you kind of hear that with this number as well. Hear that resonance? Wow, this is amazing. The kind of the little riffs that he did there, with the "We Are Choosing Life." Um, so a lot of times singers will do that when they're singing like the same phrase multiple times. They'll, kind of sing it. Maybe they'll sing it straight, and then they'll add runs to it on the next repeat, and then they'll kind of change it up to, uh, to bring some variety and color to that phrase, through the repeats of it. Oldenburg. Are these the civilians here? Yeah, see, this has more of a folk feel to it. Maybe he's doing that because it's the people. Cool. Oh, he's doing the... Is that him hitting those low notes? Probably is. Wow. Yeah, it's got like a real Middle Eastern folk kind of feel to it. I think it's because, like I said, it's showing like the people, the civilians that are impacted by what's happening with the war. He's doing a really good job as well on the acting piece of this. They showed him there and he was crying, and he's always, in my opinion and from my reactions, really given a powerful performance where he feels it, and he's really touched by the lyrics and brings that through. So it doesn't surprise me at all. See if that's his voice down super low. He's way up here, and then that's like a low F or an E maybe. Little girl. This must be meant to kind of represent all the diversity and the different types of people. There's a cross there with representing Christianity and others that are from different faiths, showing the birth of life and also some passing on tragically. Wow. Or if two, it's showing kind of. Sorry if I paused it in an odd spot. I'll rewind it. He was holding the necklace. Maybe was he one of the original? Was he one of those boys on the beach? And then Dimash's character was one of them as well? Maybe it was the three of them. Yeah, let me know if there's some connection there as far as the characters, and he's connected somehow to them and their childhood, and then he's coming full circle here. I'm not sure if that's the case. What just happened? What's the significance of the baby? She's got the necklace on. See there? Oh, so she must be a little girl. He sacrificed himself for a brighter future. Wow. I love how he's got the staff there. It's almost like kind of the shepherd feel, right? Where he's like watching over the flock type thing. I have to kind of comment on the vocals on that We're Choosing Life scene where he's in the water. You don't hear him very often kind of bring distortion into his voice when he's singing, but he definitely did on that one. And knowing Dimash, I mean, he's completely, probably using his false vocal cords and doing it all correctly, so he's not, doing damage to his voice. And it didn't impact the quality of the tone at all. It was still right on pitch and really powerful when he was singing that Choosing Life. This video is just amazing. This is crazy. I may have to watch this several times to figure out kind of, the story and how all of it's connected. The necklace is very important to what's going on here. Yeah, he's very kind of taking this shepherd image right here. Traveler, doing good around the world type thing with the people. Leading out. Notice how he's in the front. These people are following. And they're all different diversity, as you can see. This guy's wearing a vest, he's wearing a robe, carrying different flags. Tolerance, acceptance of others, living together peacefully. It's a great message. Social, political, and environmental problems that way so. I'm going to read that for those of you that can't read English. What that does is it translates it into my subtitles so that those of you from different languages can actually know what's on the screen here. It says dialogue, understanding, and the widespread promotion of a culture of tolerance, acceptance of others, and of living together peacefully would contribute significantly to reducing many economic, social, political, and environmental problems that weigh so heavily on a large part of humanity. It's over here. Just fades. Wow. That's a lot to think about and ponder. Such a powerful video. Wow. You know, this has been in his heart for a while, like he said, and that he really wanted to do something powerful that was vocally powerful and the lyrics were powerful. I saw at the beginning there was another person that contributed on the lyrics. I think her name was Lilia. So if you guys can comment on that. I tried to research and discover, as I do with all my performances, the songwriter, the lyricist, and who wrote the music. But everything I found kind of said that he wrote the music and the lyrics. So that was interesting to see. They gave credit to someone else for helping with the lyrics. So let me know for sure in the comments. You dears are always so well educated on all of that. Yeah, that was powerful. And that's not the kind of video that you can take all in one sitting. So I'll definitely have to go back through and watch it and internalize more of what I'm seeing and kind of get a better understanding of the story. But it just looks like they're all connected. So his character, the woman who was having the baby, she had the necklace. I believe the general as well was somehow connected. That scene where the door opens and they confront each other seemed very personal, and he had the necklace as well. And so I'm wondering if they were all connected as children, and then they made their choices and ended up back in that spot. And Dimas's character kind of had a tough choice to make, and I think that's the right choice. I don't condone murder or war, obviously, but if that general is the one that's just, dominating, and it's kind of like Hitler, right? Hitler needed to be stopped, and so whatever that took was necessary to stop the death and the innocents being killed around the world. So that's kind of, I think, the message Dimash is bringing through with that final scene, and kind of with the way he ends it is really cool. Walking off, like I said, as a leader of these people, and they're all different from different parts of the world, different cultures, and then the message ties in with that at the very end. So awesome message, and this is one of the reasons I love Dimash so much, because I just admire him. I respect him for the artist that he is, for the incredible vocalist that he is. He's one of the best in the world, and just so talented, and yet so humble and grounded, and using his talents for good, right? It's just like Sohyang, right? I mean, they both are trying to take their talents and inspire others, bring good to the world, and are humble, grateful, grounded people. It's awesome. So this is already long, so I'll cut it short. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. It really got to me, if you couldn't tell. When he's holding the little girl. So tragic. I can't even imagine being that girl's, father and having to hold her lifeless body in my hands. I just can't even imagine. So I will echo what Dimash is saying here and tell you that we need to have peace in this world. We need to light the lives of others. And that's why the theme of my channel is Music Lights the World. And all of my channels that I'm building are going to have something lights the world. Because I believe that all edifying entertainment can light the world and bring us together and entertain us and send some kind of powerful message. And this definitely had a powerful message to it. And I'm grateful for Dimash and for all that he does and for the amazing human being that he is and for all the good he's doing. And I encourage myself and all of us to strive to do the same with our lives and those we come in contact with. And I'll close by saying what I say in all my reactions, and that is, you need to know that you are special, you are loved, and you can accomplish your dreams. I firmly believe that, and I hope that you are happy and that there is peace in the part of the world that you live in. And I thank you for your support. Take care.